In the School District of La Crosse, we pride ourselves in challenging our students to dream big. Graduating students who are career and college ready is a goal of the Board of Education. In response to that goal, district officials looked critically at data to determine what prevents some of our students from attending four-year colleges after graduation. Central High School principal Jeff Flagg found the answer in a program called AVID.
We want to give them the opportunity to have access and opportunity to our most rigorous classes, our advanced placement, our honors classes. But we do that through providing them the necessary support to be successful in those classes.
AVID stands for Advancement via Individual Determination. To date, more than 5,000 schools are using AVID to train educators to help students overcome the barriers that historically make it difficult for some populations to attend college, including poverty, language barriers, and no college graduates in the family. In the summer of 2014, the School District of La Crosse trained its first group of AVID teachers.
I've been a teacher for 25 years. I earned my undergrad at UWL and my master's in reading from UWL, and I have 30-some additional credits beyond that. This is by far the best professional development I've ever been involved in, hands down. Every team member we've taken to a training walks away saying that was fantastic. And it's fantastic because it's not a program, it is best practice strategies to employ in your classroom right now.
High engaging teaching strategies. It raises the rigor for all students. Courses are more rigorous. With the AVID strategies, the teaching will be much improved.
These are ideas that can be applied in any classroom, from choir to social studies to math. And it's easy to sell this because it's not an AVID program. It's really teachers using best strategies to get all kids to learn better and be more effective at their studying.
High school students in both La Crosse high schools can apply to be a part of the AVID program. School officials are looking for students committed to improving their study and organizational skills and with a drive to go to college.
Probably the most important part of that is individual determination. Does a student have the will? And then AVID provides the extra skill or the support for them to be successful.
The AVID class meets daily with their AVID teacher. The class's curriculum involves learning key organizational strategies, study habits, and communication skills through a process called WICKER, which stands for Writing, Inquiry, Collaboration, Organization, and Reading to Learn.
Students learn better writing skills. As far as inquiry, they learn the levels of questioning, so they start to challenge themselves to ask better and higher level questions. Collaboration is a significant part of our program also because you can see, as you've been in here, students working together constantly. We spent probably the first couple of weeks teaching kids how to get organized, and we give them the tabs and the notebook paper, the Cornell notes, and they are so proud of those binders. And reading is the last factor in that, teaching critical reading skills, highlighting annotated notes, things like that to get kids really involved in their text reading, classroom reading.
AVID students learn to take and organize their notes in a systematic way known as Cornell Notes. Logan freshman Julia Zhang explains.
The Cornell Note is basically like there's three sections. There's like the question box and all your notes where you put, and then there's the summary, and you have a essential question. I'm more organized with my notes because usually when back in middle school I took my notes, I just jot them down and then didn't care about organizing it. But once you taking Cornell notes, you realize you have to leave a space, putting them to sections.
In the AVID classroom, the students help one another to master concepts and classwork through a process called tutorology. First, students must identify the point of confusion in their work. Next, they complete a tutorial request form that outlines their thought process to date. Then, in small groups, their AVID classmates help them to discover the answer to their question. An AVID tutor works with the small groups to facilitate the process. The result? Students gain a deeper understanding of the concepts being taught.
I'm a lot more focused and organized, and Like, I understand a lot of my things in my subjects a lot more in depth than I did last year.
The AVID classroom is a true learning community.
We always start with, how are you today? You need to gauge where kids are at so you can know what part of their cup to fill first.
We're like a tight family. Like, we talk about our struggles and stuff, like stepping stones, stumbling blocks.
They also do this activity where when they share something, they go 1, 2, 3, clap, and they clap for each other, and they all participate, and they just really recognize the strengths of each one of them.
Students learn that, we're in this together, and they really work to support each other also.
In addition to taking the AVID elective class, participants are strongly encouraged to take at least one advanced placement class each semester.
There are studies that will show that students taking AP courses, just taking the course, they have a much higher chance of finishing college. Not getting into college, finishing college. The big thing it's providing is access and opportunity.
Through a strong partnership with the La Crosse Promise Future Centers, the AVID students also gain a deep understanding of the college application process, tour campuses, and learn about scholarship and financial aid opportunities. Opportunities that wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for the generous support of the La Crosse Public Education Foundation, the Otto Bremer Foundation, and the La Crosse Community Foundation. In August, the trio of foundations pledged their support for the program. Additional fundraising will also be needed to fulfill that pledge. Bremer Bank President Dale Walter.
The Otto Bremer Foundation believes in building healthy communities, and part of that is a strong educational background and foundation. So the AVID program was extremely important because we saw it as really a link to give all students an opportunity to see themselves as college bound and have the opportunity. And so with that education, hopefully we'll continue to grow our community in a positive manner.
La Crosse Community Foundation board member Sandy Brecky.
The fact that the program there's already 4,000 schools who are participating in the program currently, and that there's strong data to show that it's an effective program with positive outcomes. It was not only academic, but there was social support for kids.
And that support has already made a difference.
After 6 days, I gave each kid 2 slips of paper and asked them, tell me 2 things that are different about you now in the second week of AVID. Put them in a box, and we just started drawing them out anonymously. The things that they said about themselves after 2 weeks just made your heart melt. I'm excited to come to school. I'm proud of myself now. I actually get to class on time. I have friends who like to study.
What I've seen those kids do from the beginning of the year till now is incredible and amazing. And I think that in that program, there's these teaching strategies that kids are learning and they're applying, which is helping them be successful in all their classes.
I've learned a lot about keeping organized, being on top, like talking to my teachers.
I feel like I'm more responsible with my homework and stuff.
After 1 semester, if you listen to kids, they will tell you they've never been more organized in their lives. They like being able to address a teacher and go to them with any issues.
This is about doing justice to really change students' trajectory in life is what AVID will do. And how will it change it? We'll have a much more educated community. They'll be more skilled for careers. Even if they don't go to college, they're going to be career ready. This isn't a matter of if, it's where they're going to go to college.
And thinking about college and their future careers is just what the AVID students are doing.
I've been thinking of being like a special education teacher.
I'm planning to go to college, that's why I'm in AVID.
A program that wouldn't be possible without the support of the community and the dedication of some outstanding teachers.
Their futures are open book, and so they can make themselves into whatever they want to be. All they need to do is believe in themselves, and I think this program is a really great start. What a tremendous program and a tremendous asset to have in this community.
I want kids to have the opportunity to get to school in the same way kids who have tons of support at home are able to do. So when they come here and they know how to fill out a college application, and they know that they visited several schools and they're making a good decision, they know how to fill out the financial aid application, all of those things that scare a lot of kids away, I want them to be fearless. I want them to know they can do it, they've got the support to do it, and they're going to get there and be okay.